right, today you are going to be submitting one journal article that you are going to use in your final paper. Now you will need at least 4 journal articles plus the textbook to meet the required sources for the course project. So that's a total of 5 sources. This is the minimum. Today you're just going to submit one journal article, and even if you don't know who you're going to interview yet, that's okay, because this journal article should have information about your racial ethnic group. So you're submitting one article, and it's going to be something about your racial ethnic group and one of the topics of analysis for the course project. You are welcome to choose more than one article if you want to submit one for the person's racial ethnic group that you're interviewing also, so that I can look at it for you and make sure it meets the criteria. That's completely fine. But if you're not sure who you're going to interview yet, just choose one that has a sample population, meaning the people in the study are from your racial ethnic group. On the previous page, you had a lot of information about journal articles and the kind of journal articles you need for this assignment. So if you need to go back, if you're not sure what a journal article is, please go back to that page. You can just hit back down here at the bottom, and review that information. Some of it is duplicated here. You must submit a PDF, not a link, not a permalink, not a paper with a link on it. I want the actual PDF of the journal article. It should not be a chapter from a book. It should not be an editorial. It should not be a speech. It needs to be what we call empirical research from a peer-reviewed academic journal. So go back one page if you're not sure what that is. Make sure your article was published in the last 10 years. I'd actually prefer it to be published in the last 5 years because a lot of things have changed from 5 years ago. 10 years ago is pushing it, but depending on what you're looking for, I'm stretching it out a little, but be aware of the date that your article was published. Something that a lot of students get caught up with is not making sure that the research they're choosing was conducted in the United States and with Americans. Why is this important? Because this class is looking at American minority experience. If you choose an article that is about people's life in China, it is not applicable to a Chinese American experience. So just make sure that the research was conducted in the United States with Americans. And remember, we're looking at ones for your racial ethnic group, but you are welcome to choose an article that has the racial ethnic group of the person you're interviewing also. Now, why I want you to use one of the topics of analysis while you're looking for this paper is that it will help you narrow down your search to things you can use in your final paper. So remember that one of the categories is ethnic comparison. And you're going to talk about your racial ethnic group, and you're going to talk about your interviewee's racial ethnic group, and then you're going to compare them. And if you can start to find articles that align with some of the other topics of analysis, it'll make it easier. I'm just trying to help you do less work in the long run. All right, so what you're submitting is a PDF published between 2015 and 2025. The people in the sample, because remember, we're looking for empirical research, so it's going to be an experiment. There's going to be some research that was conducted. It has to be about Americans living in the United States. And to help you narrow it down, it should discuss one of the topics of analysis for the course. Now, when you get an article and you're like, I'm not sure if this is a journal article, if this meets the criteria, you're going to look for these sections in the journal article. It's mostly going to have an abstract. If it doesn't, then your little flag should go off that, is this really a journal article, or is this a chapter from a book, or is this a speech? If it doesn't have an abstract, you're probably not on the right track. An introduction may not be called introduction. It may just start talking about stuff. talking about the topic, writing about other people that research the topic and why their research is no good. So it may not say introduction, but it's going to say abstract. Materials and methods, again, it may not say these exact words. You may see methodology, you may see methods. Rarely are you going to see materials, so look for methods or methodology. Results and discussion are going to be the last parts of a journal article. If you want to look at samples of journal articles, just go back one page and you can look at what journal articles look like. There are some sort of help links here to the Madera College Library. If your home college is Fresno or Clovis, you are more than welcome to use those library databases. And there's a couple of videos on using databases. Okay, so you'll be uploading a PDF of the actual article on this assignment page. That's it. You don't have to write anything. Thank you so much.